And that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington football team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's out right at the 25. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Lawrence. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They go play action with Lawrence. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tunyon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play action now. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 11 now. Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the Packers electing to go for 2 here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Max 15. You better be afraid of me. You better be. Drill grease.
Throwing now is Lance. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Do it! Do it!
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Lance now on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trey Lance with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown, Packers! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, Lawrence. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Flushed out right. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Lawrence will throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Packers pick it up. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Moves to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Henry again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 30. 48 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Off of play action, here's Lance. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped. Touchdown, Packers! DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Lance. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Lance now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Drops it off for Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd and short. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Packers 49, Washington 21.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 27.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Choose the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
On first down, Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Play action, now it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Lance going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Lance on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Lance with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 36, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark, 64 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Once again now the Packers going for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Gets this to Waller. And some room to run now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yeah, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,